Please consider supporting our channel by liking this video and subscribing for more content. Meg Ryan, Redefining Romantic Comedy. Meg Ryan is an American actress and producer who gained prominence in the 1980s and 1990s for her roles in romantic comedies. She was born on November 19, 1961, in Fairfield, Connecticut, United States. Ryan began her acting career in television, appearing in various soap operas and sitcoms. She made her film debut in the 1981 movie Rich and Famous. However, it was her role in the 1989 romantic comedy When Harry Met Sally, alongside Billy Crystal, that brought her widespread recognition and established her as a leading lady in Hollywood. Throughout the 1990s, Meg Ryan starred in several highly successful romantic comedies, including Sleepless in Seattle, 1993, and You've Got Mail, 1998, both co-starring Tom Hanks. She became known for her charming and relatable on-screen persona, often portraying quirky and endearing characters. In addition to her romantic comedy roles, Ryan also took on more dramatic projects. She received critical acclaim for her performances in movies like Courage Under Fire, 1996, and In the Cut, 2003, where she showcased her versatility as an actress. Over the years, Meg Ryan has continued to work in film, although her presence in Hollywood has become less frequent. She has also ventured into producing, with credits including the film My Mom's New Boyfriend, 2008. Here are some of Meg Ryan's acclaimed and beloved films. Number 1, When Harry Met Sally, 1989. In the romantic comedy When Harry Met Sally, 1989, directed by Rob Reiner, Meg Ryan portrays the role of Sally Albright, a lively and optimistic young woman. The film follows the complex and evolving relationship between Harry Burns, played by Billy Crystal, and Sally Albright over the course of several years. The story begins when Harry and Sally first meet as recent college graduates, both heading to New York City. They initially clash due to their differing perspectives on relationships and the possibility of men and women being just friends. Despite their initial animosity, they part ways and go their separate paths. Years later, fate brings Harry and Sally together again, and they form an unlikely friendship. As they share their personal stories, engage in witty banter, and navigate the ups and downs of their own romantic lives, a deep bond develops between them. However, they continue to grapple with the question of whether men and women can truly be platonic friends without romantic complications. Throughout the film, Meg Ryan's portrayal of Sally Albright is endearing and relatable. Sally is portrayed as intelligent, charming, and at times quirky. Ryan brings a combination of vulnerability and comedic timing to the role, making Sally a lovable and dynamic character. When Harry Met Sally explores themes of love, friendship, and the complexities of human relationships. Meg Ryan's performance adds depth and authenticity to the film, capturing the nuances of Sally's emotions as she navigates the uncertainties of romance and confronts her own fears and desires. The film is celebrated for its witty dialogue, memorable scenes, and heartfelt exploration of love and companionship. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Sally Albright is an integral part of its enduring charm and has solidified her status as one of the iconic romantic comedy actresses of her time. Number 2, Sleepless in Seattle, 1993. In the romantic comedy Sleepless in Seattle, 1993, directed by Nora Ephron, Meg Ryan portrays the role of Annie Reed, a lovelorn journalist. The film tells the story of a serendipitous connection that forms between Annie and Sam Baldwin, played by Tom Hanks, a widower living in Seattle. The plot centers around Sam, who, after the death of his wife, moves to Seattle with his young son Jonah. On Christmas Eve, Sam calls into a radio talk show to discuss his grief and loneliness. His heartfelt story captures the attention of countless women across the country, including Annie, who becomes captivated by Sam's voice and his emotional vulnerability. Annie, who is engaged to be married but feels unfulfilled in her relationship, becomes obsessed with finding Sam and meeting him in person. She embarks on a quest to track down Sam, despite the geographical distance between them and the obstacles that stand in their way. As the film progresses, a series of misadventures and misconnections ensue, keeping Annie and Sam apart. However, fate eventually intervenes, and they find themselves face-to-face on top of the Empire State Building in New York City, the designated meeting spot arranged by Jonah. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Annie Reed is charming and relatable. Annie is portrayed as a romantic at heart, yearning for a deep and meaningful connection. Ryan captures Annie's vulnerability, wit, and determination, making her a lovable and endearing protagonist. Sleepless in Seattle explores themes of love, destiny, and the power of connection. Meg Ryan's performance adds warmth and authenticity to the film, capturing the essence of Annie's journey as she navigates the complexities of love and takes a leap of faith to pursue true happiness. The film is celebrated for its heartfelt storytelling, witty dialogue, and the undeniable chemistry between Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Annie Reed contributes to the film's enduring popularity and solidifies her status as one of the iconic romantic comedy actresses of her time. Number 3. You've Got Mail, 1998. In the romantic comedy You've Got Mail, 1998, directed by Nora Ephron, Meg Ryan portrays the role of Kathleen Kelly, a charming and independent bookstore owner. The film revolves around the blossoming online relationship between Kathleen and Joe Fox, played by Tom Hanks, while they remain oblivious to each other's true identities in the real world. The story is set in New York City and follows Kathleen, who is passionate about books and runs a small, family-owned bookstore called The Shop around the corner. Meanwhile, Joe is the owner of a large bookstore chain called Fox Books. Unbeknownst to Kathleen, Joe plans to open a new branch of his store right across the street from hers, posing a threat to her livelihood. Simultaneously, Kathleen and Joe encounter each other in an online chat room and strike up an anonymous internet romance. They share their thoughts, dreams, and personal lives without realizing that they are actually business rivals in the real world. As their online relationship deepens, Kathleen and Joe find solace and connection in their virtual interactions. However, their lives become increasingly complicated when they discover each other's true identities and must confront the reality of their antagonistic relationship in the business realm. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Kathleen Kelly is endearing and relatable. Kathleen is depicted as an intelligent and passionate woman who values the written word and cherishes the personal connections formed through literature. Ryan brings a combination of vulnerability, wit, and warmth to the role, making Kathleen a lovable and relatable character. You've Got Mail explores themes of love, fate, and the evolving landscape of technology. Meg Ryan's performance adds depth and authenticity to the film, capturing the emotional journey of Kathleen as she navigates the challenges of love and business. The film is celebrated for its charming storytelling, delightful banter between Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, and its exploration of the power of human connection in the digital age. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Kathleen Kelly contributes to the film's enduring appeal and showcases her talent as a beloved romantic comedy actress. Number 4. French Kiss, 1995. In the romantic comedy French Kiss, 1995, directed by Lawrence Kasdan, Meg Ryan portrays the role of Kate, a neurotic and cautious woman whose life takes an unexpected turn when her fiancé leaves her for another woman. The film follows Kate's journey as she ventures to France to confront her ex-fiancé and unexpectedly finds herself falling in love with a charming Frenchman. After being dumped by her fiancé, Kate becomes determined to win him back. She boards a flight to France, where she encounters Luc Tessier, played by Kevin Kline, a charismatic and slightly shady Frenchman. During the flight, Luc hides a stolen necklace in Kate's bag without her knowledge, which leads to a series of comedic and chaotic events. As Kate navigates the unfamiliar territory of France, she reluctantly teams up with Luc to retrieve her stolen bag and clear her name. Along the way, they face language barriers, cultural differences, and unexpected adventures that challenge Kate's cautious nature and push her out of her comfort zone. As the story unfolds, Kate's initial disdain for Luc gradually transforms into an unexpected romance. Despite their differences and initial clashes, they discover a deep connection and understanding of each other's vulnerabilities. Through their journey together, Kate learns to trust herself and embrace life's spontaneity. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Kate is filled with her signature charm and comedic timing. Kate is a relatable character who undergoes personal growth and discovers her own strength and resilience. Ryan brings vulnerability and humor to the role, capturing the nuances of Kate's transformation as she learns to let go and embrace the unexpected. French Kiss is a delightful romantic comedy that explores themes of love, self-discovery, and taking risks. Meg Ryan's performance adds depth and heart to the film, highlighting her talent for portraying endearing and relatable characters. The film is celebrated for its picturesque French setting, witty dialogue, and the chemistry between Meg Ryan and Kevin Kline. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Kate contributes to the film's charm and showcases her ability to bring a lovable and relatable presence to the screen. Number 5. Kate and Leopold, 2001. In the romantic fantasy film Kate and Leopold, 2001, directed by James Mangold, Meg Ryan portrays the role of Kate McKay, a modern-day woman living in New York City. The film follows the story of Kate's unexpected encounter with Leopold, a charming and chivalrous duke from the 19th century who has time-traveled to the present day. Kate, a driven and skeptical market research executive, is disillusioned with love. However, her life takes a fantastical turn when her ex-boyfriend, Stuart, played by Liev Schreiber, discovers a time portal in the Brooklyn Bridge that leads to the 19th century. Stuart convinces Leopold, played by Hugh Jackman, to travel through time and experience life in the modern world. When Kate encounters Leopold in her apartment, she initially dismisses him as an eccentric and delusional stranger. However, as they spend more time together, a connection begins to form. Despite their contrasting personalities and the challenges of their different eras, Kate and Leopold find themselves drawn to each other. As the story unfolds, Kate navigates the complexities of her modern life and the expectations placed upon her, while Leopold grapples with the unfamiliarities of the present day. Together, they explore the clash between tradition and modernity, love and duty, as they discover that their connection transcends time. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Kate showcases her talent for portraying relatable and vulnerable characters. Kate is depicted as a strong-willed and independent woman who is initially resistant to the idea of love. Ryan brings her trademark wit and charm to the role, capturing Kate's journey of self-discovery and her willingness to open her heart to an unexpected romance. Kate and Leopold is a whimsical and heartwarming film that explores themes of love, destiny, and the power of connection. Meg Ryan's performance adds depth and authenticity to the film, capturing the bittersweet nature of Kate's journey as she learns to embrace love and the possibilities that lie beyond her own time. The film is celebrated for its enchanting premise, delightful performances, and the chemistry between Meg Ryan and Hugh Jackman. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Kate contributes to the film's romantic allure and showcases her ability to bring warmth and vulnerability to her characters. Number 6. When a Man Loves a Woman, 1994. In the romantic drama When a Man Loves a Woman, 1994, directed by Luis Mendoki, Meg Ryan portrays the role of Alice Green, a woman struggling with alcoholism. The film delves into the challenges faced by Alice and her husband, Michael Green, played by Andy Garcia, as they navigate the complexities of addiction and its impact on their relationship and family. The story revolves around Alice, a loving wife and mother of 2 daughters, who appears to have a perfect life on the surface. However, behind closed doors, Alice's alcoholism begins to take a toll on her family. Her drinking escalates, leading to erratic behavior, emotional instability, and strained relationships. As Alice's addiction worsens, Michael is forced to confront the reality of her condition. He takes it upon himself to seek help for Alice, enrolling her in a rehabilitation program. While Alice undergoes treatment and attempts to recover, Michael grapples with his own feelings of guilt, frustration, and the challenges of supporting his wife through her journey to sobriety. Throughout the film, Meg Ryan delivers a powerful and emotionally charged performance as Alice Green. She portrays Alice with vulnerability, capturing the character's struggles, inner demons, and the impact of her addiction on her loved ones. Ryan showcases Alice's journey from denial and self-destruction to a path of recovery and redemption. When a Man Loves a Woman explores themes of love, addiction, and the complexities of relationships. Meg Ryan's performance adds depth and authenticity to the film, shedding light on the devastating effects of alcoholism and the resilience required to rebuild a fractured family. The film is celebrated for its honest portrayal of addiction and its impact on individuals and their loved ones. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Alice Green showcases her versatility as an actress, demonstrating her ability to tackle challenging and emotionally complex roles.